Okay, Jessica, tell me, this class is being recorded for Gabo. Do you accept recording this class?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me share the book now, if it is possible. Yeah, share the screen. Here you are. And you're gonna tell me, please, what is the day today?
Today is Thursday, June 2nd, 2022.
You're right. Okay, so let me close this. What unit are we studying right now? Which is the
11.
unit number 7 or 11? What is it?
11.
Ah, unit number 11. What page is it? What page are we in right now?
42.
42, you're right. And what's the title of this unit? What is the title? What are we going to talk about?
About San Francisco.
San Francisco, but probably not only about San Francisco. Probably we're going to talk about New York. Probably we're
Yeah.
going to continue talking about Mexico City, or probably we're going to talk about Madrid or Rome or Moscow. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
But I don't know what is included in the workbook or in the student book about this unit number 11, because this is about visits abroad, tourism. Tourism, you know what tourism is?
No.
No, you don't know? Okay, tourism. Uh,
Oh,
when you are
tourism.
on vacation, if you are on vacation, what do? You
Visit
visit
some places.
visit different places from your city. You go out. You go out. And probably you go to Nayarit, or probably you go to Los Cabos, or you go to Mérida, Yucatan, You
Oh,
visit
yeah.
different places. You go to Veracruz, or you probably go to Nuevo León, you probably go to Monterrey, right? So you
Yeah.
visit different places so that you can, I mean, forget about your job, forget about working. You understand? When you forget about working, oh, you are enjoying. Aren't you enjoying that?
Yeah.
Don't you like traveling?
Yeah.
Well, we have already talked about San Francisco, but just at the beginning. Remember that Gabo said that he knew something additional about San Francisco. What was it? It was an island that
Yeah.
was around here. You know what the name of the island is?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? It's near around here. Observe. It's around here. Let me check it out. You see it here?
Yes.
What is it?
Al, Al, Alcatraz.
Alcatraz. Alcatraz is the name of an island which is over there, and it is famous because in that island there was a prison, you know. But it is not a prison anymore. Now, do you know what Gabo said yesterday about Alcatraz? What is it now? It is not a prison. What is it?
A
Don't you remember?
museum.
A museum. You're right. It's a museum right now. It's a small island, but there is a museum. And now it's a tourist attraction. But probably 50 years or 60 years ago, it was a prison. Some people say that probably ghosts appeared there
Yeah.
because there were many people who were killed, you know, killed in that island. I want to go to Alcatraz. Would you visit Alcatraz?
No, never.
I wouldn't visit Alcatraz. It's it makes me feel scared,
Yeah.
frightened. I don't like. Uh, I don't like that. Okay, this is just an idea. Remember this. But we're going to talk about tourist attractions, and here we are. Okay, and the question was, have you ever heard of any other interesting places to visit near around San Francisco? I told you another place. You know what I talked about? Do you remember?
Um, yeah, yes, a little.
What did I say about San Francisco? I have, by the way, I have never been to San Francisco. No, but I read in books that there were very tall trees which
Yeah,
are called sequoias. Sequoias, and it's amazing. It's unbelievable because they are really tall trees. I'm gonna send you a photograph about these trees. But this is not the only important thing. There are many tourist attractions in San Francisco and near San Francisco. Many, many, many. Okay. By the way, I would like to visit San Francisco. This is probably gonna be the most interesting visit I will ever do in my life. I would like to go. And now I have to take advantage that I am not so far away from San Francisco. I was farther away because I was in Venezuela.
oh
But
yeah.
now I can go by bus. I can take a bus here in Guadalajara
Yeah.
and cross the frontier. And I can go to from San Francisco, probably to
Um,
Los Angeles. Los Angeles is close to San Francisco.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's in California. San Francisco is in California, right? So you can go in 2 days, you get to San Francisco by bus, or you can take a plane. And
It's
the cost of a plane is not so expensive as it used to be from Venezuela to San Francisco. I think I'm gonna do it in the future. I don't know because I don't have the money. Now, can you read the second question here, please?
yeah. What is one of the most interesting cities to visit in your country?
Now, you're gonna tell me about Mexico, your
Um,
country. Tell me. Tell me one or two. Which are they?
Old Mexico or Guadalajara?
Are the two most interesting places to visit? Just imagine that you are a tourist. Are you going to stay here in Guadalajara? No. Tell me about one or two really, really interesting places to visit, or really, really interesting cities to visit in Mexico, in your country.
Okay. Maybe the the beaches.
But tell me the name of a famous city which is next to the beaches. Which
Oh,
is the
okay.
one? Which is the most
Cancun.
Cancun is one. Tell me another one.
Um,
There is a very
Acapulco,
beautiful island which name is something like
Cozumel.
Cozumel, right?
Yeah.
Or probably you can go to another place like Veracruz, right?
Yeah. Or Nayarit.
Or Nayarit. You can go to Nayarit, to Puerto Vallarta. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Puerto Vallarta is a beautiful town. It's a beautiful town, right? I went to Puerto Vallarta. I stayed there for
When?
2 weeks. For 2 weeks.
This year?
No, no, in 2017.
Oh, yeah.
It was in September, August to September. From the 18th of August up to the 2nd of September
Yeah. Okay.
2017. I stayed for 15 years, 15 days, two
Days.
weeks, 2 weeks,
Okay.
2 weeks in Nuevo Vallarta. Nuevo
Oh,
Vallarta is Nayarit State, but Puerto
yeah.
Vallarta is the frontier of Jalisco and Nayarit.
Yeah,
I
it's
always
true.
remember that because I had to observe my watch that the time changes from Jalisco to Nayarit. There is another hour, a different hour, you know? And
Yeah.
it was strange for me, but Nayarit, it was 8 o'clock in Nayarit, but it was 9 o'clock in Puerto Vallarta. You
Oh,
know?
I don't
Because
know
Nuevo,
that.
you don't understand that. I don't understand that. But that is the division. the bridge, the
Okay.
river that is over there. So the time changes. If you watch, if you have your cell phone, hmm, I mean, if if the time in your cell phone is controlled satellite by satellite,
Okay.
when
Yeah.
you cross the river, the time changes. And this is something amazing that happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, observe. So you would go to Los Cabos. You would go probably to Cancun. You would go to, tell me, another place.
Carmen.
Playa del Carmen. Where is Playa del Carmen? In Jalisco State? Is it?
No, in Quintana Roo.
In Quintana Roo? Okay, that's good. It's a beautiful beach, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Okay, now, what do tourists do there in Playa del Carmen? What do they do?
Um, I I went to a bar, a
Oh, you went to a
restaurant.
bar, to a restaurant, so you go to the beach and swim, and you
Yeah,
you you prepare picnics next to the beach.
yeah.
It's a good idea.
And
Excellent, excellent. So these are some attractions apart from Playa del Carmen. Okay, you can visit other places around. Okay, but here you are talking about San Francisco in California in the United States. Okay, and you're gonna match the pictures with the words in the glossary below. Observe that here you have a glossary below. What is the glossary? The glossary is this. Hmm? Oh God, I don't know how to do it, but it is difficult. Okay, you see the glossary here?
yes,
Okay, can you please read, and you are going to tell me, observe the example. Look at the example. Can you read the example? Architectural details.
archi
Archi,
architecture,
architectural.
architectural details.
Can you continue reading?
The the things that make buildings special.
Okay. You see,
Yeah.
they are colorful. You understand colorful?
Yes.
Colorful. Okay, observe the arcs here and observe the shape like a triangle here and squares here. Different architectural details here, right? They are
Yeah.
not the same as the other houses which are here in Guadalajara. No, not similar. They are different, totally different, you know? And you can find this in one part in San Francisco. Is that there is a special neighborhood in which houses are beautiful, colorful, like these. Okay, you're gonna read any of these. It doesn't matter what the order you want to find. You can start with monuments, you can start with cable car, or you can start with the Bay. And you're gonna tell me which number it is. What do you want to
Okay.
start with? What do you want to start
Um,
with?
the aquarium
The
is
aquarium.
aquarium, a museum for fish and other animals and plants that live under or near water.
Okay, what is it? What number is it?
It's number 4.
It's number 4. So this is an aquarium. That's nice. Yeah, it's a touristic attraction. It's a tourist attraction. So you can go there and you can see the fish, right? Over
Yeah,
here. That's beautiful. I went to the aquarium here in Guadalajara, Michin. Michin.
Beijing. Yeah,
It's a beautiful aquarium. And
it is.
I only paid 80 pesos for my wife and for
80.
me.
Yeah,
It was okay,
it's very cheap.
very cheap. Because you know why? Because we are old people.
Oh, yeah,
And we showed the ID and they gave us a special price. By the way, if you are a student, you pay only 50% if you go to Michim Aquarium. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Ah, you know that. This is this is why I have this advantage. I'm gonna let you know. And this is excellent. You see this here?
Oh, yeah.
You see this here? Huh?
Yes.
Okay. And observe, this is called in a pan. In a pan. And if I show it, the ticket for the movie theater is 50% off. I don't pay but
It's
50% off. But I don't go to the movie. I don't see any movie. I never go to a movie. I prefer to go to the zoo or to the aquarium, but I don't like to. If I want to go to see a movie, I watch it on television, and
yes,
see,
it's
and that's it.
true.
That's
On
not
Netflix.
Netflix or whatever. Okay, now continue with the next one. What do you say? So this is the aquarium. Continue with another.
The cable car, a
Uh-huh.
type of public transportation that is pulled by a moving cable under a track on the street.
Okay, repeat it after me. Pulled,
Pull,
pulled,
pull,
pulled, d,
pull,
pulled. The final d, pulled.
pull,
It's not pull it, pull it. No, 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 no. Pulled. Okay?
pulled.
You say cable car, a type of public transportation that is pulled by a moving cable under a track on the street. Tell me, which number is it?
It's number two.
Number two. This is the cable car. You see that there is a cable car right here? Huh?
Yeah.
Number two. There is a cable car here. It's a car that is pulled, okay, because there is electric system. It's an electric car, right? And it's an old car, okay? Old, very
Yeah.
old car. And it goes up the mountain, up the hill. There are many hills in San Francisco. Hills, okay? Okay,
I
continue with the next one. Tell me another one, another different one.
monuments, buildings, or structures built to remember an important person or event in history.
Okay, they are monuments, buildings or structures built to remember an important person or event in history. Which one is it? Which number is it?
It's number five.
It's number five. So you see a monument here, right? Like a statue. A statue is a monument, okay? A statue is a monument. There is a statue over here, right? So these are monuments, and they are important for the visitors. I mean, for the tourists. They are tourist attractions. Tourists attractions. Okay, continue with another one. What do you prefer, bay or
Bay,
wharf?
bay,
Bay. Okay, do it.
bay, an area of water that is partly enclosed by land but is open to the sea.
That's okay. What is it? Which number is it?
Is number six.
Number six. So this is the Bay of San Francisco. The Bay of San Francisco Bay, an area of water. This is an area of water, huh? Because this is a
Teacher,
sea. The
what it means partly?
partly, partly enclosed by the land. Okay, you see that the sea is here, the ocean, the Pacific Ocean is here. But
Yeah.
part of the Pacific Ocean is inland here, this land, because this is the border with the Pacific Ocean, right? So
Oh,
partly enclosed by land. Why do I say enclosed? Because part of the sea enters in the sea in inland, huh?
oh, yeah.
And you see that there is kind of a lake here, a lake, like a lake, or probably there are rivers that go to the ocean. But this is salty water, because most of the water here comes from the ocean. So it's
Okay.
salty water. When they say that the Bay Area of water that is part comes from the ocean, right? Partly enclosed, like saying partially, huh? Enclosed by the land, because you have the land here and the ocean there. It's enclosed, partly land enclosed, hmm? But it's
Okay.
open to the sea because it's open. It's like it makes me remind my city, the city where I was born in Venezuela is
Oh,
Maracaibo. Maracaibo
oh,
is like in San Francisco because Maracaibo is here. There is a bridge which is longer than this one. It's longer, very long bridge. I'm going to show you my photograph of Maracaibo. But there
okay.
is a lake here, a lake. Maracaibo is here, Cabimas is here, another town, another city, and the Caribbean Sea is here. Huh? It's similar to San
Oh,
Francisco, but
yeah.
it is very hot. If you go to Maracaibo, you go there.
Yeah, it's,
No, it's impossible. 40 degrees, 35 degrees, still Celsius. Impossible to live there.
but then the water is cold.
The water is warm, warm. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
not cold. No, not
Okay.
cool. It's warm. Warm water. I suppose that water here in San Francisco is cold
Yeah, I think
because
so.
the ocean and it's in the northern, in the northern latitude, and we
Yeah.
are in the Caribbean. The Caribbean is warm. That's the difference. So, okay, any other question you have here? Do you have any other
No,
question? No? Okay, the last one is Worf. What number is Worf? Worf.
wharf is number 3.
Number 3. So this is Wolf. What is Wolf? Observe. This is Wolf. You see this where ship come and they come with the fish and there are people waiting for the fish. This here is a wharf. You know what a wharf is? You see, this is
Yeah.
wharf. If a ship, you see a ship here, the ship comes and people come here to board the ship in order to go to Alcatraz, in order to go to the Bay
Oh,
of San
yeah.
Francisco. People are making a long, long line. They are on a long, long line to go on a ship or on a boat to go to the Bay of San Francisco.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
this here, like this here. This is what they call the wharf. The wharf is where ship enter. The ship don't have a garage. you know Ship don't
No.
have a garage, but they have a wharf where to tie so that they cannot move while the passengers are going to enter or to aboard a ship. You understand what a wharf is? What
Yeah.
is a wharf in Spanish? How would you translate this?
Es un muelle.
That's okay. Very good. That is the Spanish muelle. Muelle. It's not a garage. It's a garage for the ship. Okay. Now,
Es un
any
garage
question
para botes.
for the boats? Okay, for the boats or ships, because there are small boats, but there are bigger ships like these. You see here? You see
Yeah.
big ships over there, or probably ferries.
Or
Ferries. If you go to Cozumel,
yates. How do you say yates in
yacht,
English?
yachts, yacht, yacht,
Yacht?
a yacht. Yeah, these are yachts for rich people.
Yeah.
Only rich people have yachts. Okay. Or well, now are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, do you understand everything here?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, so can you read the one that corresponds to wolves? What is a wolf? Okay, you read it, please read it.
Uh, a structure that is built on the water for boats, fishing, business, or tourism.
In this case, in San Francisco, is it for fishing? For fish?
Maybe.
Probably, maybe, but it is mostly used for tourism, because
Yeah.
people make a long, long line in order to board the boat or a ship or a ferry or, well, a catamaran. You know what a catamaran is?
Yeah.
In Venezuela, a catamaran is a ship, a boat that that has the bottom made of glass, so that
Oh,
you can see the fish while you are on the boat. And the catamaran uh, runs very fast. You know, they run very fast.
what
Catamaran,
I went to catamaran
catamaran. That is a
one
catamaran is kind of a
once.
boat. Once
Yeah, with
I
my
went to
family.
okay, I went on a catamaran in Venezuela on an island which name is Coche. The name of
Oh,
the island is Coche. Coche is the island, and I went from Maiquetía, from La Guaira, huh,
oh,
to
yeah,
from Maiquetía, from the airport. I went on the plane to the island, to the island of Coche. But on the island, we went, my wife and me, boarded a catamaran. And the catamaran, it was the first time I boarded a catamaran. It was beautiful, very beautiful, because
yeah,
you could see the fish in the ocean, the fish in the sea.
yeah.
While you are on the boat, it's beautiful because you can see the coral reef and everything around. It's
It's
beautiful, really.
amazing.
It's amazing, amazing. It's wonderful, unbelievable. It's wonderful. This was a very good experience for me. Well, I went there because my wife got the winner number on a rifle. You know what a rifle? A
Wow, grateful.
riffle,
Yeah,
a riffle. So she paid only 20 bolivars or 50 bolivars. We won the trip for one day to go out from the airport to Coche Island, and then we went on catamaran. My goodness, it was a fantastic day. Only for one
yeah.
day. Only for one day, but it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Now, okay, let me continue. We have already said what a wharf is. This one, the structure that you can where boats and ship, okay, stand by, waiting for the tourists, okay, or for taking the fish after fishing, or for business, huh? For
Yeah.
business, they take some merchandise from another place and they sell it over there. They transport the merchandise, and this is
Yeah.
very important. That a wharf is very important for the people who live around the ocean or next to a beach. Okay, let me close this and let me continue with the next page, if it is possible. Oh, it's very strange that we haven't been interrupted. I've already told you. But
Yeah.
you see this here? No, you cannot see it, but I have to pay attention to this because we have to wait for 9 minutes so that we are going to have a break. Okay, remember that we are having a break in some minutes. Okay, and let me continue with the next page. What do we have here? Guess the story. What is the story about? Could you imagine what the story is about?
Oh,
You're going to
great.
watch the video with the sound off. With the sound off. What do you
Okay.
think Dr. Smith is most interested in seeing? What do you think Dr. Smith is most interested in seeing? Alamo Square, Golden Gate Bridge, or Japanese Tea Garden? Remember this: Alamo Square, Golden Gate Bridge, or Japanese Tea Garden. Now remember Dr. Smith, but you don't know who Dr. Smith is? Well, pay attention to this, okay? You're gonna watch this for, okay, without having the volume on. Observe, the volume is going to be off,
Okay.
no volume. You're just going to watch the video, pay attention, Rocky brain. Okay, I guess that this is Dr. Smith, but observe his face, and you're gonna tell me what is he interested in visiting, because it is supposed to be a, this is like a tourist agency. Probably this is a tourist agent, right? She is a tourist agent. And this is Dr. Smith and his wife. Okay? And she's going to show her or them some photograph, and look at their faces. Look at Dr. Smith's face and tell me, what is Dr. Smith interested in visiting? Okay? If he is interested, look at his face. Uh, okay, okay. He's asking something to the lady. And what is this? What's this? Look. Do you think Dr. Smith is interested in this? How about this? Do you think he is interested in this? You don't know what it is, but this is a hill, like a mountain. And look at Dr. Smith's face, and he says, wow. Why did he say wow? Even though you didn't listen to him, but you look at the expression of his face. Because you can observe that they are going to travel probably to San Francisco, and probably they are going to be interested in crossing the Golden Gate Bridge. Look at this. Look at his face. Is he happy? Is he smiling? So they are leaving the agency, the travel agency, and you're going to tell me now, what do you think Dr. Smith is interested in visiting?
I think Dr. Smith um interested in architectural details.
Uh, he's interested in the architectural, so Alamo
Oh,
Square? You would say Alamo
yes,
Square?
Alamo
Okay.
Square.
How about the other things that are here? Do you think he is interested in the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yes, the
Probably,
Golden
probably.
Gate Bridge.
And the Japanese Tea Garden?
Um, no,
No? Okay, so you
no,
mentioned first Alamo Square. Alamo Square would be the first one, right? For you. Let me check it out if I can. Okay, let me check it out. I don't know what's happening here, but I have to place it completely, totally. Okay, we're here. We have 4 minutes left. Okay, so you say that the answer is Alamo Square. It was your first answer, but probably he is interested in visiting Golden Gate Bridge. I don't know, but probably I say Alamo Square, but there is no correct answer. Why? Because we don't know. We don't know exactly. We didn't listen to what he said. But when he saw Alamo Square, you notice his wow,
yeah,
wow. Huh? You didn't listen to him. You didn't listen to him, but you could understand that probably Alamo Square, but we are not sure. Huh?
yeah.
probably
It's
probably the
confused.
Golden Gate later, and we didn't see their faces, right? Clearly,
Yeah,
but probably Alamo Square. Okay, now,
or maybe both.
okay,
Both.
probably all of them. They're interested in visiting all of them. But observe, this is very important. The visual, I mean, when you see a video, you understand, even though you are not able to listen to what the recording, what is said. because you look at
Yeah.
the expression of the faces, okay? And that's good. Now, get the picture. What places does the hotel clerk tell Dr. and Mrs. Smith about? Ah, it's not a travel agent. She is a clerk at the hotel. It's a hotel clerk, okay?
Yeah.
And that's a hotel, probably as a B&B. Breakfast and bed, right? Now, because you see that it is not Hilton Hotel, Sheraton Hotel. No, no, it's not a big hotel. It's a small hotel. So, uh, tell me, what places does the hotel clerk tell Doctor or Mrs. Smith about? Circle them.
Um,
What do you say? I'm gonna
Alamo
circle. Huh?
Alamo Square.
Uh-huh. Alamo Square. Oh God. I don't know what is happening here, but it is not working at all. Alamo Square. What else?
Um, Golden Gate. Um,
Golden Gate Park. Uh-huh. Because she mentioned Golden Gate. What else?
Fisherman's Wharf.
Fisherman's Wharf. Okay, tell me another one. Probably. I don't know. Tell me. Did you know?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, probably this. Okay, this and this. The girl, the clerk at the hotel showed especially these three: Alamo Square, Wharf, Fisherman's Wharf, and Golden Gate Park. Let me check it out. You were correct, and we will continue after the break. Pay attention. Alamo Square was the first one. Alcatraz, we didn't listen to it, but it was included. Fisherman's Wharf, yeah, Fisherman's Wharf is included here. But she mentioned Japanese Tea Garden. Probably she mentioned Lombard Street. Do you remember the street that is like this?
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know what the name
But
of
we
the
didn't.
street.
But it's a street, Lombard Street. It was a street. So we have some others, but the most remarkable were these three ones. She mentioned one, two, three, four, five, six, seven different. But let's take advantage of this. Let's come back later. In three,
Okay,
4, or 5 minutes, we'll be back. Okay? See you in
okay.
some minutes. Okay?
See you.